I worked at a financial company in New York, surrounded by a group of extremely intelligent and talented people. My boss was a brilliant leader whom I immensely admired for his vision and leadership ability. One day, I decided to talk to him about an idea that had been consuming me, starting a company to sell books on the internet. He listened attentively as we walked for a long time through Central Park. After some reflection, he told me, "That seems like an excellent idea, but maybe it's more suitable for someone who doesn't already have a good job like yours. You can have a job, a career, or a vocation. If you can figure out how to turn this into a vocation, you will have found true fulfillment, because that's what really matters." I met Jeff Bezos 25 years ago when he approached me with an unusual request. "Dave, I want you to invest in my company." Curious, I asked what he planned to do, and he replied, "I'm going to start a bookstore in my garage. I'll put it online. People will be able to buy the books over the internet, and I'll ship them directly from my garage. If you invest in me, Dave, one day I'll be the richest man in the world and have over $100 billion. At the time, the idea of someone having $100 billion seemed absurd, something even countries didn't have. Our national debt didn't even reach that amount, and here was a 26-year-old saying he would become the richest man in the world, thanks to his garage and the internet. He was determined and confident, while I laughed, mocked, and made jokes. He was already applauding himself for following the right path at the perfect moment. "I'm going to do as much as I can as quickly as possible," he said, while I thought, "There's no way this will become a big business." Do something you are deeply passionate about and don't get swayed by momentary fads. From this perspective, the choice was really difficult, but in the end I decided I had to try. I didn't believe I would regret trying and failing, but I knew I would always wonder, what if I didn't try? After much consideration, I chose the less secure path to follow my passion, and today I'm proud of that decision. As a boy, I was a garage inventor, creating things like an automatic gate closer made from tires filled with cement, a solar stove made from an umbrella and aluminum foil, and baking sheet alarms to catch my siblings. I always wanted to be an inventor, and this burning desire to create and innovate led me to follow my passion. There is a military phrase that I like very much: "Slow is smooth and smooth is fast." In all my ventures, I've seen how this philosophy allows for constant and safe progress. In life, we receive certain gifts, and it's essential to make the most of them. My advice on adversity and success is to value not only the gifts we receive, but especially the hard work and choices we make. Gifts can make certain skills easier, like being good at math, but taking those skills to the next level requires effort and dedication. This is something you choose to do. We can't be proud of the gifts themselves as they are presents, but we can be proud of our choices and the effort we put into improving them. We all have the ability to choose our life stories, and it's these choices that define us, not our gifts. Each person in this room has many gifts. I have many gifts. However, gifts are presents we can be grateful for, but the choices we make are what really matter. We can choose a life of ease and comfort or a life of service and adventure. When we're 80 years old, what will we be most proud of? Surely choosing a life of service and adventure. We live in a time of incredible changes, constant inventions, and countless opportunities. Your life, the one you create from scratch, starts with the choices you make. How will you use your gifts? Which paths will you follow? Will inertia be your guide, or will you follow your passions? Will you follow dogmas or be original? Will you choose a life of comfort or one of service and adventure? Will you give in to criticism or stick to your convictions? Will you pretend when you're wrong, or will you apologize? Will you protect your heart against rejection, or take a risk when you fall in love? Will you play it safe or be bold? When faced with difficulties, will you give up or be relentless? Will you be cynical or a builder? Will you be smart at the expense of others, or will you be kind? Every time you find ways to empower others to express their creativity, you are on the right path. You are very lucky if you have a career you love, because many people end up with just a job. If you don't love your work, you will never be great at it. Jules Verne, Mark Twain, Galileo, Newton, and all the curious people of all ages would love to be alive now. As a civilization, we have many gifts, and as individuals too. How will you use these gifts? And in the end, will you be more proud of your gifts or your choices? If you've made it this far in the video, comment, "I am a successful person." This shows that you are someone with determination and courage and are on the right path. Now a video is appearing on your screen where I talk about the secrets to getting out of poverty and becoming rich. Go watch it now if you haven't already. Big hug and success.